Hello, everybody. So, another quick video today. I can't make my usual long format videos. I want to react to this speech today from Donald Trump, a virtual speech that he gave at Davos. And that's the first time that he actually mentions crypto in a speech, finishing it up by saying that the United States will be the world capital of crypto. And of course, as soon as he said that, the Bitcoin price spiked. And so you can see headlines all over. Trump reaffirms commitment to make US the world capital of crypto. And so this is having, I think, a very positive impact on crypto. We already saw 2 days ago with the freeing of Ross, this being a costly signal. He actually did it. And so the crypto community is being very excited about that. But we've had more positive news. For example, if you go on Polymarket, granted, it's not a lot of bets on that, but 70% chance that a Bitcoin reserve happens in 2025. It is what Polymarket is predicting. It will be interesting to see if more bets are made on this. And so 70%, that's getting pretty high. We also have the Senator Loomis, which is a big Bitcoin advocate and Bitcoin bull. She is going to be the chair of a digital asset subcommittee in the Senate. And so that's a big deal. Remember, in the US, the Senate has a lot of power, much more power than the House. And so the fact that she's chairing that committee, I think, is a big deal. And in fact, CZ, and so CZ is probably one of the most informed person in Bitcoin, if not the most, then maybe the second most of our top 5. CZ says US strategic Bitcoin reserve pretty much confirmed. That's coming from someone who's very involved and knowledgeable in the space about this. So again, some good news about the potential crypto Bitcoin reserve. And so if that were to happen, who knows what's going to happen to the price of Bitcoin, of course. Another thing he mentioned, a little less important to this channel, although we do talk a lot about Tesla on this channel, Nvidia, AMD. I gotta get back into covering these stocks, but it's the emphasis on AI and the Stargate project. And there's been a lot of projects in the US called Stargate, but this is the Trump's Stargate project. And this one is about a $500 billion investment over 4 years in AI to make the US a leader in AI. And it seems like one of the beneficiaries is going to be Oracle. And in fact, the stock price of Oracle popped on the news. When I have Oracle in my spreadsheet, I put it in my spreadsheet. It doesn't come out as a very cheap stock. It's an expensive stock. And so one of the stocks in AI that I'm really looking at, there will be a video on this as soon as I'm back home. It's AMD. And I'll be making a full video on this and trying to figure out whether that's a good investment. You know, my main AI play is SMCI, picks and shovels play. SMCI is inexpensive. That's one of my main pure AI play. And of course, Tesla. Tesla is a big position for me, but Tesla is not directly AI. Tesla is on its way to becoming an AI company, but it's not considered a fully AI company by most of the market. And so that's a good thing. I want to briefly mention oil. Again, I've said this in a prior video. I'll say it again. I am staying away from anything related to oil. Of course, inexpensive oil is going to be a way to boost AI because we need inexpensive energy. Energy is fungible. If you have cheap oil, that means you can free up more electricity on the other side because oil is cheap. But cheap oil, you can see Donald Trump is already putting pressure on OPEC to try to bring the prices of oil down. He's also putting pressure on the central banks, trying to get the interest rates lower. He's also saying that could help with some of the war situation if the price of oil were to be lowered. And so I don't know the extent of this. All I know is as far as having an opinion on this, is that it's far too unpredictable what oil will do. And so I want to stay away from any investment that is even remotely related to oil. You know, as much as I like Texas and all of that stuff, this is too risky for me of an investment. So we have baby drill, which is the USA side of that story of oil, and then we're going to have OPEC, and OPEC being pressured to lower prices on the other side. So oil is not going up, and so maybe some short-term or medium-term repercussion of this is that, of course, maybe less people switch to electric, because if the price of oil is low, then you have an incentive to keep your oil car a little longer. But I don't think that's going to impact Tesla. People buy electric cars not because they are a little cheaper, but because they are way cheaper, 10 times cheaper to fuel. The cost of oil is not going to be divided by 10. And one last one, again, as I'm on the road, it's on manufacturing. Trump, the past few days in office, he's been emphasizing manufacturing. And so even though it's possible that the IRA incentives, the 7,500 tax credit goes away for solar and goes away for EV, entirely possible, I don't think the part of the incentives related to manufacturing are going to go away. I think he's going to keep any incentive related to manufacturing. And we already saw, for example, Stellantis relocating a big part of the labor from Canada to the US. That made the news yesterday. So perhaps more and more people are going to relocate manufacturing to the US. And I think Trump will keep the incentives of manufacturing on, even though he may remove some idiosyncratic incentives like the 7,500 for solar and that type of stuff. But if you follow Enphase, for example, a stock I'm eager to get back in. If you follow Enphase, we'll see when I get back in Enphase, probably sometime mid in 2025. But if you look at that, much of the money that they make is actually not due to the 7,500 credit. It's actually due to the manufacturing credit. And those manufacturing credits, I believe they will stay in place. So anyways, this was not financial advice, not investment advice. This is just opinions, entertainment. This is just entertainment. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.